Three,
Yep, okay.
2, 1, go.
Whoa! Whoa! What? Oh, because the boat has the floaty physics. That's right. Oh, we got all the way up to 500. Oh my goodness, that's so cool.
Etho, you disappeared!
So hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft. Oh boy, okay, so my place here is getting more and more messy every single day, and I haven't even really started farming anything majorly yet, and I just get more and more boxes down, and I gotta start cleaning this up because this is gonna get worse and become a bigger problem the longer I leave it. So we're gonna head into the end, I think, try find some shulker boxes, clean up this mess. I think there's gonna be an elytra wing at the stronghold if I understand correctly, so I'm gonna make some rockets. Just in case that's true, I'm going to make some ender eyes, see if I can find it naturally here. And just figure out where we need to go. I guess it's that way. Respawn the dragon, 4 crystals. Elytra hunting, this will help. Please return for next hermit. Yes, there's actually some in here. That's great. So I'm going to set my spawn here, so that when I come through, I can drop off the wings again. But I'm definitely taking these with me. All right, I'm going southeast. Southeast, everybody. That's the winning ticket. No, I forgot about the world border. Oh, no. Oh, I'm an idiot. It's a baby. Baby city. Better than nothing. Oh, it's an active one. We're gonna get some stuff. Oh, Spire. That's right, you get the templates in here now. Diamonds. Another baby. This is my third one, and they're all so tiny. Yeah, so I think probably all in all, I spent 2 hours or so raiding end fortresses, and nothing really out of the ordinary happened. I did have a couple close calls because I don't have full protection armor. All right, we're back from end raiding, and there's pretty much everything we got here. Of course, the big thing being the shulker shells. We got 3 stacks. We got 5 elytras, and a bunch of tools that are actually fairly decent here. I tried to put the better ones on the left here, but yeah, some of these are quite good. I'm probably going to use them. Hello, big boat boy. This for you. Oh, it's from Joel Etho. I asked him about his banners the other day. Hello, Etho. I have taken 2 stacks of gunpowder because I need to try and kill people as it's getting embarrassing now. He's failed so many times. I noticed you're building in a similar style as me. Obsessed much? Oh, no, don't you turn that on me. He's obsessed with me, everybody. That's right, even though I watch his Hardcore World every day because it keeps coming up on auto replay for me. So thought I would offer some banners I've been using in return. If you use them, make sure to think of me whenever you look at them. Net kisses, Joel. Oh, isn't that nice? Yeah, let's give Joel's banners here a try, because we had these plain red ones hanging, which I like having banners here. I just think we need something on them. And Joel has these like cool characters on his, which I think might match our theme here pretty well. They're supposed to look like letters, right? Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Aha, yeah, so next up here, we head into the nether to start working on a little wither skeleton farm. Not like the full-blown deal with the wither roses and the piglins or any of that. I just wanted to lay out the platforms and try to increase the spawning area at that fortress for anybody that wants to use it. They don't have to wait around as long. And I thought it'd be a good project for the group to get done because that fortress was also getting chewed up a lot, getting destroyed. And I was worried we were going to lose like where the intersections were and stuff. I wanted to get it laid out before it was too late there. Because we have an insanely lucky seed this time. Like the fortress is right in the middle of Soul Sand Valley. That means you don't need to waste a day or whatever spawn proofing the nether, laying down slabs and buttons and all that stuff. It's kind of all done for us already. And as I was working on it, you know, it seemed good. I was about done, and it's like, oh boy, this is insanely dangerous. I almost died so many times, and I realized I can't just leave it like this, or, you know, some hermit's gonna come along, use it, get killed, lose all their stuff, and I would be responsible kind of for that. So I figured I gotta get some beacons down here for the resistance, for the regen, just to make sure they're okay when they actually use it. Also, another reason I wanted to do this project was because I didn't have an experience farm on the server anywhere. I needed to repair my tools. This was a great way of getting levels, and also I was running low on bones, so I could get bones doing this, and it worked out very well, actually. Oh, snap. Okay, if anything, I think this area got more messy since I got shulker boxes, not better. But trust me, I've been organizing like crazy here, and it should get cleaned up pretty soon. I forgot to show you this too. This is kind of cool. I took a 4x4 map area around our house. Kind of like a screenshot in time. I locked the map so they're not going to change. And back on February 12th, this is what it looked like. I'm hoping every month I'll remember to do this so we can kind of see how the area changes and develops over time. So that's our house up there. We got Cub Fan down over here. Tango, his building over there, is just right over here. And then Pearl's across the water with the red building. You can just barely see the wheat from it over there. I have been working on the ender chest, just kind of getting stuff organized. I don't have a lot of most things, so we're missing stuff, and also like a lot of things is like got 5 mushrooms in, for example, 1 warp fungus, not like full stacks of stuff. So we're pretty far from having the completed thing here. But doing this also allows me to empty a lot of the random stuff out of my chests there. So those are looking much more empty. We don't have any wool, really. I didn't do any of the aqua kit stuff, so none of the coral or ice. I don't have any of that stuff. And we are also missing concrete, because I don't have much gravel or sand just yet.
Oh, that's not good. Well, actually.
Oh.
Like, you really, oh, you don't have any slabs, do you? I can make slabs. Oh, I just want to see if we can get like a
That's
really...
interesting. You can use signs as kind of like something thicker than a slab, but
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, like
okay.
the in-between.
Yeah.
Dude, that's pretty. That looks
That's
pretty good.
fancy.
I like that.
People are going to see that. It's like, that's not possible in Minecraft. No, it is.
Yes, it is.
With beat-ups, it is.
This might be pushing it for you a little bit. I don't want to push you too hard.
Mm-hmm. You're thinking about texturing the floor? I know it's coming. I know it's coming.
I'm saying, let's say the theory is, or the idea is, I want pink petals on the ground. That is the priority.
Mm-hmm.
If that is the priority, you could potentially put it over packed mud, which would blend good with this.
Yeah.
And then, so it doesn't look weird, like, why is there packed mud here for no reason? You kind of, blob it in certain areas around.
You got to kind of mix
randomly.
it in.
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's a give and take.
This is like my standard to do it like a solid fill like this, and
yeah.
But I can texture too. Like I know how to texture.
Yeah. Oh, I know you can. I know that too much is uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I don't know what it is. Like I like it when you do it.
Sure. Yeah. But it can be too much. Yeah.
Like I like the clean looking builds too.
Yes.
That's kind of what I go for.
Yep. It's good.
But yeah, you can get pretty clean looking texture too if you do it right.
Yeah. It's more for advanced HSL type people.
I'm holding back, B-dubs. I could do what you do too. I just can't be bothered. I gotta do my redstone and stuff,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm too busy hooking up my pointless farm here to redstone to get the advanced texturing out.
That's right.
I got a little bit of texture in here. Look at this.
You do? Oh. Yeah. Look at this.
I could throw some granite in here. I could do all kinds of things,
You sure could, and you know it.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
I think I might replace these with copper.
That's a good idea.
Well, there's a lot of places where we've used spruce trapdoors in our build where it's kind of like a safe choice. Like it looks fine, but it doesn't add any like new color to the build. It's brown on brown in a lot of cases. I like that more. Is that the right color though, or do we want to go even greener? I think I like the green ones the most, but they kind of stood out when you looked at it from a distance, so these ones blend in a little bit better. We're going to go with them instead. Got them on the back here as well. And here, because we got the pink in the background, these green ones will look a little bit better, I think. They do stand out quite a bit, but I think I like that. Okay, so I just hooked up our 3 little farm plots here to some redstone. It's kind of gimmicky. I don't know if I would actually use these for farming because it's not really enough space, but it's also kind of cool to get it actually functioning in our garden here. So just for now, I put a button on the ground to do it. Let's give it a try. Aha! So the problem is we gotta manually replant it unless we got some villagers in here. I guess they could do it for us. Nothing really to the redstone here, but I'll show it just in case you're curious. We got the sticky pistons with target blocks underneath, and then the button is just right above here. Now I had another idea here. I think maybe we should change the oak trap doors we're using for windows. Like, I'm sure there's something better we can use now that we have the copper. We could also maybe go cherry wood. or jungle wood would probably be a good choice as well. Anything's better than oak here, I think. So if we do cherry, it really matches the pink, right? I also think for the background here, we should probably, instead of just having more oak trap doors, I think we either want to go for like light blue glass if we want a see-through window, right? You get a little bit of blue shining through, a little bit of contrast. Or if we want to block out the windows, I think a good choice would be the warped wood. Strip it like that, and then it's like a solid contrast color behind. Could be cool as well. It's the cherry trapdoors, the blue copper, green copper. Oh, I think this is my favorite so far. Oh, this is tricky. The jungle ones look pretty good too. Yeah, so I decided to go for the jungle trapdoors. They were very similar, I think, and the jungle ones are much cheaper. So that's what we went with. My goal this episode is to get the rest of this house done. Like, we still got this section all missing, this all over here. This probably needs to be changed. I don't think I'm gonna have a staircase going down anymore. So we gotta figure out what we're doing here today. This is one of those things that I'm not entirely sure about, that I've always kind of struggled with. Like, how much repetition is too much in a build? How much is not enough? Or even like mirroring in a build or flow, you know? Like, for example, if you were to draw a line down vertically here, this side and this side are basically identical. I mirrored them, right? Which is nice because that saves a lot of time when you're designing something if you can just copy it. But at the same time, you know, we got little variations. We got the blue shingles on this side, and this side we got the jungle leaves. So it almost feels a little bit different, right? But repetition's also nice. I think it's much like with music. You know, we like patterns and things, and I think that's true visually as well. Like in music, we like beats and repeating rhythms and stuff, right? But you know, like a trance song might be a little bit too repetitive. You know, it might be a boring beat. And then jazz might be on the other spectrum where it's like almost too much. It's overwhelming where there's not enough repetition. You know, you got to find the middle ground, I think, with visual stuff as well. I was just having a conversation with my people about repetition in building.
Oh, that's a great conversation.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying?
Like, I feel like it's a balancing act, right? Like, if you have too much repetition, it can make something look boring. But if there's not enough, I think that's a problem too, right?
I wouldn't necessarily call it a problem.
Depends, yeah.
Is
If you
it
have
still-
enough.
So you're saying if I have 3 corners on my house and the 4th one's not there, that's fine.
No. Okay, see now that's where it works. That's the situation I was talking
That's a
about.
problem.
You need a
You don't need the
corner,
repetition
that's a
on the
big
4th
problem.
corner. That's too
No.
much repetition, Pearl. Come on.
That's a big
How about a curve?
problem.
How
I
about a
think it's
curve?
fine. It's fine.
Oh,
Dude, how about a curve? I like a curve.
if a curve would fit.
Curve with a
though.
nice little like tower on the side.
Yeah, there we go.
That could be something. I almost got out of having to build this today. I just about justified it. But I better get to it here. Yeah, so my general feeling is, you know, as long as each side of my building has something unique about it, I'm okay with a little bit of repetition beyond that. And I think it's fine. I want each side to feel a little bit different from each other is the big thing, which I think we're doing okay with so far. So I'm thinking we take this slice over here and we repeat it over on this side, because it's almost like we're building a box here. Like we have that framed in and this framed in. So why don't we just, you know, repeat it, copy it, do like this, put this on top over on this side. And the beauty of that, this is the trick with repetition, because that's on one side of the building and the other one will be on the other side, you'll never see them together, right? So you don't even know they're repeating. I'm just cheating now. So I think that's the plan here. I got my stuff here. Let's start marking this out and get to building. All right, so that post will go right around here, I think, right? Yeah, okay, let's do it. Oh, snappers. All right, well, check it out, everybody. We got the exterior on this thing pretty much all finished up now. It might need a little bit of polishing here and there. Maybe we'll try our hand at some texturing as well, but for the most part, I think this is how it's going to be. And I'm pretty happy with it, actually. I think it turned out pretty cool. So we've added quite a bit onto this, actually. Like everything from this post to the left, all this over here is brand new. And that's actually a good chunk of the front here. Like that's another third onto the front. So it got quite a bit wider, which I think is fine. Thankfully, we do have a little bit of depth here. Like I didn't plan this at all, but that part sticks out a good 5 to 10 blocks compared to this new stuff we added on. If I planned it out better, I probably would want even more depth to it, but it's fine, I think, as it is. So we got our box built here. I did like a red ceiling here. I tried out these trap doors mixed in. Maybe a little weird. Maybe we'll get rid of those. I'm not sure. Again, we'll probably want to get some frog lights for these instead of glowstone once we can. Texture the floor. This I can texture easy. Beehive stuff is a lot harder to texture, I find, though. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, we kind of copied another one of those window things over here. Actually, let's go into free cam mode. It'll be a little easier to see things here. Yeah, so this is another window thing, but I made it quite a bit wider. So it's a little bit more beefy, a little bit more interesting maybe. But I might change this as well. I'm not sure if we're going to keep it like that. And then, yeah, so we got to this part, right? We built all this first, and then up to this post, and then on the other side. The tricky part about this patchwork style I do is when you have to meet the two ends of the build together. So thankfully, you know, we got it fairly close there, but we still had this little gap to bridge. And I decided just to do something flexible, like a garden down here. I think that turned out kind of cool, right? It's a little different than the other stuff we've done. I like this little curve we got in the path as well. I think that's a nice organic shape. Yeah, and then for the top part here, we ended up doing a little balcony. I thought that was a good idea because those are also very flexible. You can make them kind of wide or narrow or whatever you want, right? So we just filled in the rest of the space with that, and we ended up getting a pretty cozy little balcony here. There was enough room for our chair, so I can look out and see any visitors coming. I can yell at the llamas to get off my lawn, you know, all kinds of stuff, right? It's pretty cool. So that's the build all done. Pretty much, and as you know, I'm an expert at roofs, so obviously I got oh dear. Breaking news, everybody. A horrible crime has just been committed on the Hermitcraft server. No, somebody took my corners off my portal again. Unfortunately, the perpetrator has left us very few clues onto who committed this crime, and it's going to be up to our top-notch investigative skills to figure out who did it. I think it's Iskel. I'm just going to assume this is Iskel's bamboo. I'm going to take it. Even though it's right by Ren Dogs. Can we talk for a moment? Can we just... Do we have a little conversation here?
Yeah. Okay.
So, you've messed up with my portal, you know.
I was having a sip of coffee.
I know. Ren ratted you out. It's all over, Iskel.
What did he say? Wait, this is interesting. What did he say?
He told me you're the one that did it.
Oh, this guy! This guy!
What do you got to say for yourself?
Well, first of all, I totally did. And also true is that Ren was with me and in on it and laughing.
I also have to admit that Ren didn't rat you out. You fell for the oldest trick in the book.
What?
In fact,
did you just...
I approached Ren to rat you out because I figured it was you. And he didn't rat you out. I also kind of accused him of doing it as well, and he feigned innocence, you know, so you just ratted Ren out, actually.
Ooh, this is deep, Etho. This is psychological.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of...
The dead giveaway for me, besides it being your style, is you use granite, you use netherrack, and all the calling signs I needed to know it was you. Sherlock Etho cracks another case. Anyways, I did do a couple other little things around our place here. Probably the most important ones are down below, if I can find it here. Oh, look out. Coming through. Yeah, down below here, everybody, check this out. This is going to be a project for next episode, just a little thing. But I did find a double cave spider spawner underneath our base. We got the water all set up. I got it mined out here and all that. It's pretty much ready to go. We just need to add the killing chamber onto this and some kind of elevator. So I'll try to do that for next episode. Then I can actually repair my tools. This is the longest I've gone in a season without getting an XP farm. It's a very different way of playing, I gotta say. I've mostly just been repairing with my furnace XP, you know? And then down by the cave spiders, I also built this like quick and dirty experiment here. I wanted to see like how much bamboo we're gonna need. like before it's like, oh yeah, I have unlimited wood for making chests and stuff. So I set this up. This is 64 plants. It's a very simple bamboo farm here, where it's like a chain of hoppers running underneath the mud. So then when the bamboo falls on the mud here, the hoppers bring it over to the auto crafter. Oh, kind of messing up. Yeah, we got an auto crafter here, so that's making bamboo blocks for us. And when the bamboo grows up to the observers, it detects it, does a bud power to the pistons, and then the note blocks or power rails here, or you could also use activator rails, get an update to the piston and tell it to extend and breaks the bamboo, and yeah, that's all there is to it. So after running this for a while, I have figured out we probably need to go bigger. And I don't think I want to copy this design any bigger, because the more hoppers you add, the more laggy it is. But, you know, I'm getting a decent amount of bamboo from it. So it'll last us a little while before we need to upgrade. But I saved the best for last this episode, everybody. I want to show you the really cool project I've been working on with Pearl and Tango. They invited me to help them out with a mail network, which the idea is we're trying to make it so hermits can send packages to each other, like from base to base. They send each other messages or items to each other, even if it crosses unloaded chunks. We want to be able to deliver packages to each other within, you know, under 2 minutes or so. And we found a way to do it, which is really neat. So Pearl, she's doing like the building aspect of this, and Tango and I have been doing like the redstone aspect, designing it, trying to troubleshoot, work out like how to do it. And so far it's been going really good. So I want to show you a little bit of that.
Are these bar stools?
Yeah, take a
Look
seat.
how
Take a
clever.
seat.
Look at
Wow, that's pretty
That's
cool.
clever. I am impressed.
Thank you.
If only I could
Unfortunately,
actually sit on
yeah,
it, but
look, that's the small
Close enough.
details.
There's a little pokey
Close
in the
enough,
middle,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
otherwise it's pretty good.
I would really love to start up a postal service company. I'm just wondering if that's something that you two might be interested in helping me establish on the server and get going. You know?
absolutely.
What do you think, Tango? You think we can pull it off? You think we could-
I think so. Yeah.
I think we could do it. Yeah.
I think we
Yeah,
can manage
so
a thing or two.
Two redstone mines like yourself, do you think we could pull some magic to kind of do something fancy? I could build us a little like postmaster building and everything like that.
Yes.
Have a place for the company to operate from.
And you know,
Yes.
sometimes
But then, you know,
sometimes packages go missing, you know, and they got to blame
No, no, no,
somebody.
no, no, no,
And
no.
it would
No,
be good
not-
if we
no,
had a
no,
head of the
no,
company.
No. No, we will not have.
Someone's gotta take
packages go
responsibility.
missing. No, we are not
Someone's
that
got to
company.
skim 10%
Etho.
of the packages too and keep the
Oh,
stuff
that's a good
inside. You know
point.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying? If Etho and I can pull this off, we'll be able to deliver packages anywhere on the server, from anywhere on the server. Within a few
Oh,
seconds.
that would be so cool. And then mailboxes would be used. Yes!
That's
It
right.
would be so cool.
Right
Not a
here.
fan of ladders, huh, Tango? Oh no, you did use ladders. Okay. I was about to say. We're making
Let's bring
an
the
L
goods.
shape, right?
Yes. We're making an L shape that's going to go like this way in a long direction and this way in a long direction.
And this is the point where the two lines meet, right?
This is the bend in the L. Yeah.
Okay. And just checking the chunk borders. Is this like the middle of the chunk on both?
Oh, I don't know. We can
Because
adjust that as
we
necessary.
probably want that too, right?
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll assess that. Go.
Oh. That's getting down to bedrock.
Excellent.
Yeah, maybe we should put a little more, but it's...
We're fine.
This one I didn't hit any lava pockets on, so I think it'll be a little smoother.
Oh, this is perfect. Yeah. Oh, there's a little bit. This was a lot shorter too.
Yeah, that's it. That's the end.
Done. Okay. I mean, that's the bulk of the work. Now we got to clean it all up and put a little platform down so we can actually work down here, right?
Yeah, and get our tunnels, get a workstation.
That's right.
We got to fix our
All right.
ladder back out of here, or we're never leaving.
we're stranded down
This
here
is gonna be
forever,
decked out
yes.
too, where you never leave the cave otherwise.
Exactly. Hey, I'm used to that. I'm ready for that. Oh, look at the mess I made.
Oh, Tango, no.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it didn't help. It's still dark, and I'm being chased by a child.
Oh, good guy, Tango, trying to help
Trying to help
buddy
Scar out.
Oh my god, now I'm being a pincer. Like B-dubs would say, pincer move. Now there's a spider. I'm in Green's vertical mine shaft now.
I'm sad.
It didn't give me a message on my end that anything happened. Did you
You
die?
didn't die. You just blew
No,
up a
I
bunch
didn't
of our work
die.
here.
I just blew up a bunch of stuff.
It's fine. It's fine.
You know, as a man who only slept 3 times in season 9, I thought maybe you'd get back into the sleeping game.
3 times? Is that for real?
No, that's not true.
Oh.
I feel like it was.
Yeah, so we dug out an area down below at the bottom of the nether. We're at like Y8 down here.
Yeah, Y8. We slabbed it all out to make it nice and neat. Did our best to spawn-proof most of it.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. How do we even explain this? Oh.
Okay, so we're sending mail, right, Tango?
Yes.
How are we sending mail?
So the player, and we'll show some of this later, hopefully when we build some of the actual mailboxes in people's bases, but the idea is that they can send whatever they want in a shulker box, right?
Yes.
They can put something in a shulker box. They put a stamp along with it. The stamp determines where it's going. So like, I'll give like a shulker of sand, and then I'll take an Etho stamp and put it alongside it and hit the send button.
Yeah.
And then that shulker box will arrive at your base. A little note will go off, ding ding, and you'll see the whole shulker box right there.
Don't you sleep again, Tango.
So this is our dynamic chunk loading system. Every time you go by here, you hear those clicks going off. It's sending an item through that portal, which is instantly being rebounded the other way. But what that does is it loads a 3x3 area of chunks around. So the minecart, with no one even in the nether, can safely travel as far as we want down this track.
That's right, because we're going to be sending our mail with storage minecarts on the track we're riding right now. And if there was no one here, they would go to an unloaded chunk and just stop, right?
And just stop and be very, very sad, yeah.
Yeah, so we need the portal chunk loaders to keep it going.
Right. So then the idea is the stamp, we're going to have all these little like junctions off this line we're riding right now that will filter out the stamp and say, oh, this is, you know, whatever, this is Mumbo's stamp. And then it'll divert the minecart and go off like a little detour toward his personal mailbox.
All right, Tango, I'm putting down the storage minecart. I'm
Excellent.
loading in my message, and this time I'm going to use the power rail.
Excellent.
It's gone. It's on.
Okay.
It's on its way. It should be about now.
Show me minecart.
Uh-oh.
Show me.
Oh, yeah,
I don't see
same exact spot. Okay, there's
Same
got to be an
spot.
issue here.
If this one works, it loads this chunk. But if you think it stopped here, then that means this one's not working.
Well, I can tell you the reason why, Tango.
Oh no! Did you find it already?
I found it already. So you'll notice where the detector rail is and where your redstone is, Tango.
Oh!
So, some things aren't lining up here.
One of these things is not like the other. Oh,
The good news is that's an easy fix.
that is an easy fix. Yep. Off by one.
Yeah, it's bound to happen with how many things we've set.
Yeah,
up
we
here.
had to do 30 of these things.
I'm loading in your message.
Excellent.
I've sent it on its way.
Okay.
Should be at your door in 40 seconds. This is good though, Tango. You know, we showed a couple fails on purpose just to show how difficult this is to actually achieve.
Right, of course. Because
in
if we were
Minecraft.
just perfect the first time, you know, it wouldn't look authentic. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Please work, please work, please work, please work, please work.
Any moment.
We're waiting for it.
You're making me nervous, Tango.
Oh!
Oh dear.
God, it's peak time.
Peak time? Okay. Well, that's good it made it that far. That's a good sign.
It's progress. Definitely progress.
Oh no. This
is out. I want to see it.
This
It's an
might be
Etho
my
script.
fault. No.
Yes. Come on. What is it? Why are you using dispensers?
You figured it out.
What?
So as I was setting those up, I had droppers and dispensers in my hand, and I must have mixed them up once. So yeah, I was might have used some dispensers instead of droppers at one point. On the advice of Tango, not by mistake. On my part.
Of course, yes.
No, I
This is
messed up.
great. We're both messing up.
Okay, it's on its
This
way,
is part of
Tango.
it. Yeah. All right, cool. Oh, you just sent it? Okay.
Yeah.
35
Kind of feel like you should
seconds.
get it by now.
Should be arriving now. There it is.
Oh yeah!
It just showed up. man.
Yes!
Hello, Tango. Oh, we just sent a message.
So just
1200 blocks.
to confirm, I'm at minus 880 right now, and you are?
Yeah, I'm at 443. That is insanely exciting. Okay, I might be smiling from ear to ear right now.
So that means we can send messages across bases
Yes.
now. We just have to start hooking up to the bases, right?
Yeah.
All right, everybody. So this is going to be a little bit difficult for me, but I'm going to try explain how the mail system works. We're just going to go step by step with this, and as long as I don't get too bogged down in the detail, and I give you a little demonstration here, I think you'll get the gist of it. So you might have saw this thing in our base. This is the mail box. So each base is going to have one of these mail boxes, is the idea. This is like the default unit. You can decorate it, make it look nicer. I haven't got around to doing that just yet, but yeah, there's just a little bit of redstone to it. So the purpose of this thing is to send and receive packages. So you'll have a stamp collection here. Currently, these are the only two people with mailboxes, myself and Scar. So what you do is you load up your message in the shulker box. So you can put whatever you want in here. You can put notes, you can put items. I can send Scar some stone, for example. I think bundles actually work in shulker boxes as well. And then you stick your finished thing. This is what we're sending him, by the way. We might be able to get some diamonds off of him. You guys know the Nigerian prince scam? Gonna do a little mimic of that. Anyways, so you put your shulker box there, and then you choose your destination. So I want to send this to Scar, right? Not Etho. So let's get Scar. You put one stamp into here. Now this is a smart unit as well. So if it's missing a stamp or if this shulker box is empty, when you press the button, nothing should happen. It doesn't send it. So it makes sure you're actually doing this correctly for the most part. But now that we have items in the shulker and a stamp, we hit the button and it'll send it. Okay, so that goes down below here. There's a lot more to this, unfortunately. So yeah, you see there's a long 2 elevator shafts, one for going down, one for going up here. So it goes down to this hopper. The stamp and the shulker box land in this hopper, and then we detect that. We tell it to send out a minecart, and that minecart waits here for a bit, and then the items get loaded into the minecart, and it goes off into our portal and to that rail loop we saw earlier in the episode. So this is also a bit of a smart system as well. We try to recycle the minecart. So this is the receiving line coming in this way. It breaks at the cactus, and then the shulker box gets unloaded here and shoots up the water column to our mailbox, which we receive in this barrel. You can receive multiple packages in this. You don't know who it's from, actually, unless they actually tell you with a note, or if they name the shulker box from Etho, for example, then you would know, but otherwise it's kind of anonymous. I'm hoping most people will actually label their packages so you know where it's coming from. Down below again. Okay, down we go. So yeah, those come up the water elevator to the barrel, and then we will craft a new minecart if it's running low. If this dispenser has, like, I think just 1 or 2 in, it'll automatically craft a new one using the auto crafters. So we can store a bunch of extras there, because you gotta think, if someone's sending more mail than they're receiving, eventually they'll run out of minecarts, even if we are recycling them. I'll give you a quick little walk around here in case you're crazy and you're gonna try copy this redstone. Good luck. It's a little bit hard to see it, I gotta say, but you know, I've seen people do crazy things. This is a sticky piston here, observer, clock kind of thing. And yeah, so that's kind of the whole unit. Now you might be wondering, why did we separate these 2 units? Like, why is this down here in the mailbox up above? And the reason is because we wanted to have as little a footprint as possible in the hermit spaces. Like, this is kind of the minimum thing they need for interacting with the mail system. And then all this extra stuff down here is just for packaging the shulker box and the stamp into a minecart. And we can hide that down underneath their base where it's out of the way that way. The other big question people have is, why are we going down to like Y13 with our portal here? Why aren't we putting it like on the nether roof or something, right? Well, the big reason is because, like, if we were trying to deliver a message to a hermit using the nether roof for our system, that's up at like Y130 or whatever. So they would have a portal floating above their base somewhere if we were to link it up properly. And they probably wouldn't like that. So that's why we're doing it down at the bottom of the world. It's kind of out of the way that way. So yeah, our package gets sent down this line. Let's follow it now. So that storage minecart has this stamp inside that says Scar, and it also has this shulker box. We send it down our loop here, always going clockwise. We don't want some of them going clockwise, some going counterclockwise, because then they'll run into each other and stop each other. If we always go clockwise, even if like multiple hermits are sending a package at the same time, it's very unlikely they would ever collide with each other and cause a problem. But yeah, we send it down our loop here, and then eventually it gets to Scar's Junction over here. Right here is a hopper item filter thing with a Scar stamp inside. So once it gets that, we send a redstone signal to this junction. We tell it to switch so that the minecart, instead of going straight, it will turn here to Scar's portal, and that's how we tell it where to go. Now, in order for all of this to work, we also need chunk loaders running in the nether here. That's what all these portals are in the middle. So again, we'll just look at the redstone real quick. I'm not going to explain it all. But yeah, basically every time you send, or every time an item goes through a portal, it will refresh a 3x3 area of chunks for 15 seconds, I believe. So what we do is we send an item out of this dropper into the portal, and then on the other side we got much the same thing here, where it sends it back. Yeah, so the item we sent gets picked up by this hopper, and then we send it back through here, shoots out this way. Again, we're in the overworld right now. These portals over here are always lit in the overworld, but they're down at the bottom of the world, so it's unlikely a hermit will ever link to them. But then we shoot the item back and it gets picked up and recycled, so we never run out of items that way. And there's always a couple in here for loading the portals. We break the portals afterwards so that it's very unlikely a hermit would ever accidentally link down and get stuck in our system here. It's not like they're not running unless we need them kind of thing. And I think that's a good way of making sure there's less problems. But anyways, we want to do that for each of the branches we add on to this as well. Like Scar's portal should shut off when we're not using it. We just haven't done that yet. One big problem we encountered while doing this is if we send a minecart somewhere and it gets there in less than 15 seconds, there's a countdown timer on all entities where they can't go through a portal again until those 15 seconds are up. So what was happening is we would send a minecart. If it got here in 15 seconds or less, it would not go through the portal, and it would kind of just freeze and get stuck on top of the portal block here and never go through. So to solve that, we added a way of breaking the minecart. It unloads it first with this hopper, gets the shulker box out of it, then we break it at the cactus, then we place the minecart again with this dispenser, and then we load it again with the hopper here, and the shulker box goes inside. And by doing that, we get rid of the countdown timer on the minecart, and it's a brand new minecart that will go through the portal even if it hasn't been 15 seconds, which is a pretty cool trick. A little complicated, right? Yeah. Anyways, that minecart made its way over to Scar's portal here, goes down the receiving line, hits the cactus, recycles the minecart into here, and then we shoot the shulker box up the bubble column here, and it goes up to his mailbox. Hopefully there's no spoilers here. And yeah, look at that. So it's sitting and waiting for him right here. Yep. So hopefully you got something out of that anyways. It's a bit of a crazy system. Honestly, though, I had a ton of fun making this thing. I think Tango did as well. It was fun working with him on this project. It's not often you get weird redstone projects like this where you gotta, solve a lot of things and figure it out. So it's cool to do something a bit different compared to like farm building, which is often very similar to each other. Every farm you build, Anyways, that's it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Until the next episode, you take care. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Have you seen the mail building?
It's sick.
PDST. That sounds like a diagnosis.
Doesn't that just say post?
Oh, it's an O. Yeah, you're right.
Oh my god.
That's what I meant. The post office.